now. He's going to have to go through our absolute toughest player in this tournament, in my opinion, Wadi. This guy has won almost as many Xanadus as anybody. Probably Boss is the only person who's won more than him.
Yeah.
And he's probably done it in crazier scenarios. He's done it with all the guests of the year here. You know, we've had Fatali, all these players. Sam Sora was here. And remember, Sam Sora took out Ally twice. Wadi had no problem taking him out.
Yeah, Wadi's got some good wins under his belt right now. And honestly, this is a matchup that everyone is expecting to see today in Grand Finals. We're seeing it in loser semis.
Yep, and that's how Xanadu goes sometimes, my friend.
Yeah.
And right now, perfectly even matchup between these two Mewtwo's. I hate Mewtwo mirrors as a player because I don't want to ever get in a hot potato situation
where you have a shadow ball, and you're reflecting it back and forth.
So you can reflect it 3 times. So the firing Mewtwo is always on the disadvantaged side.
Ooh.
Because if they reflect it, then you reflect it, and then they reflect it, you can't do anything about it at that point. Nice read.
Ooh. The thing about Mewtwo is, like, we always harp on Mewtwo's air dodge being really, really hard to punish, but I feel like just Mewtwo players might not be telling us something, because Wadi has no problem punishing it sometimes. Like, maybe they're just all in on it.
Well,
big secret.
Oh my! He almost got it. Wow. He's trying to do his best Abadango impression right now.
I mean, Wadi's been getting it a lot these weeks.
Yeah.
He hasn't been getting it a lot today for some reason, but for the most part, he's pretty consistent with it.
Well, it wouldn't be. You know, the other thing strange about Wadi at Xanadu is that he almost, and really any weekly here, he almost always drops a set to someone before he wins the tournament. And I don't know why that occurs, but every time he lost to G Money at a Forge that he won. It's just,
I feel like that's the nature of Smash 4. Like, it's really,
but he still wins. That's the weird part about it. Unlike the other, you know, we saw a lot of upsets today and people lose early, but dead even between Rich Brown. He's brought this all the way back.
Yeah, speaking of turnarounds, both these players have just turned up really hard, and that air dodge pass, forward air, that was such a good option. Wadi's smiling though, because he was like, yeah, that was cute. That was cute. Game recognized game. Rich Brown's looking pretty real right now.
So one thing Wadi will not have that Pootie Tang had a disadvantage of is he doesn't really have a counter pick disadvantage. Pootie Tang, even because he lost game 1, he was boned. He had no choice. He was either going to play, if he won game 2, he's going to FD or Battlefield. This case, it's a Mewtwo mirror. Wadi's not going to be stranded on a counter pick option. He's going to go right back to Smashville, and we're going to get things started.
Yeah, I feel like Nat doesn't really care that much. Actually, Rich might pick Lilat if he happens to lose this one, but he has to get to that point first.
Absolutely.
He is making all the right buttons.
And one thing that makes Rich Brown quite a bit different from Wadi is his experience. Rich Brown, top Brawl player. Wadi, played Brawl, but he never played in person. He doesn't have the same level of tournament experience Rich Brown has, and that's a huge factor.
Yeah, like when we say season, it really means something in this game that people wouldn't expect. Like when you're seasoned, like you played Brawl, you played a lot of tournaments in this game, and like Wadi, he's still working on that season, I guess. Like he has a little bit of Old Bay on him, but not enough to really. Like,
they may not know what Old Bay is, J-Dog. You
you
gotta help the people.
Oh yeah, we're out in MD. That stuff you put on crabs. It's really good. Anyway, back to the match. Back to the match. I'm allergic to crabs, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't like crabs, actually.
Oh. The more you know.
So, yeah, the more you know. Wadi's keeping stage control. That's going to be huge in this Mewtwo mirror, is keeping stage control. Whatever Mewtwo can do that is going to be in great shape. Right now it's Wadi. Only 50% on the first stock.
Which is kind of crazy because Wadi was getting by at the start of the first stock, and then he just managed to bring it all the way back, take that first stock, and now he's poised to take another one. And damage is racking up.
And look how well he just keeps stage control. He has not given up position on Rich Brown. That is the first time right there that he gave position to Rich Brown. Now he's got it back.
Yep.
And he will not overcommit. That's the smart part about Wadi. Yeah, they're both trying to psych each other out on the reflector for the neutral league.
Yeah, it's a game of chicken. And honestly, okay, gets that shield damage though.
And he threw the side B out thinking, oh, what if he gets him? But again, Rich Brown, if Wadi throws the fully charged Shadow Ball, Rich Brown's always going to be on the advantage and vice versa. Whoever throws that Shadow Ball is on the disadvantage side.
Classic arms race. It's the Cold War in action.
Oh, and wow, tried Tried to catch him air dodging there. Didn't work out.
Oh, that was
That'll
so good. That was so good. Reading the air dodge and saying, hey, you have to land here. You already used your stall. Hold this. Hold this for me. The shadow ball's getting pretty heavy in my hands.
Wadi digging deep there. He says, all right, you got me on game 1, but remember that Mewtwo round robin we did? Remember how that went? Wadi said, let me remind you.
Yeah. I think Rich Brown's starting to remember a little bit, too. Smashville's the pick for game 3, so Smashville, all 3 games. These guys pretty much recognize the situation that they're in. It's a ditto. Stage doesn't really matter too much. Well, let's just go in. See me in the Ville.
The match has been very offensive, really. These guys haven't, they've played positionally with offense. Not recklessly aggressive, but smartly aggressive. Interesting decision there to keep the jab going from Wadi, but he gets stage control, and that's going to be a huge situation.
Oh, but he loses it, though. Doesn't get punished on the ledge. Okay, and he finally manages to get his feet back on the ground. But Rich Brown holding on to that center stage yet again. Fishing with those down tilts.
Reset to neutral here. One of the tools that Mewtwo can use on other characters, including himself in a mirror match, to get stage control back, is that side B. If somebody's blocking you on the ledge or blocking you on stage, like there it is. There's going to be side Bs all day. It's such a useful tool, and it's highly underrated in Mewtwo's toolkit. It is absolutely part of what makes him an amazing character.
Yeah, it does it all, man. It reflects, it stalls, it like
man grab.
It's definitely underrated, I agree.
Rich Brown now in throw KO position, but it doesn't even need to be that. It is going to be a forward air. Wadi 1 stock away from eliminating Rich Brown in this tournament.
And here we go, the down tilt forward air conversions yet again.
SDI is out of the neutral air. Wadi's looking crisp right now. Is that going to do it? Not quite. There was no rage on it, and that made the difference.
Yeah, it was close, though. Even without rage, it kind of says something how light Mewtwo is. But that just kind of speaks about how easy the matchup is to swing. Granted, Rich Brown is still behind, but if he can get this kill and maybe a conversion after that, he could be in a position with rage.
They both got semi-spiked by neutral air trading each other. That was really dumb.
Dittos in this game are weird sometimes, man. Like, situations like those kind of make a statement about just... I don't know. Neutral air is a weird move.
Notice how both of them are landing. Wadi, look, he's not gonna, that was the first time he pushed the button.
He might still live.
Yep. No, there's 0 rage. Rage doesn't start till 50%, so there it is. Forward air going to do the job. Wadi very aware of the situation here.
Actually, I've been hearing a lot of different reports about when rage starts. Like, some say 30, some say 40, some say 50.
It's definitely 50. Starts at 50 and goes to 150.
But, I mean, I saw another tweet. I think it was from Kuragane saying 38-point-something%. I don't know. But, it's weird.
I would love to know the factual information.
Yeah,
but
someone tweeted us.
My sources say 50 to 150. But if it's not that, I would love to know that information. I will admit that I'm wrong. Believe me, I'll be the first.
But now they're both pretty much in rage percent, undisputed.
Yeah, definitely. And Rich Brown is an up smash KO percent. So he's going to have to watch out for that option from Wadi here.
But to be real, if Wadi gets disabled,
if Wadi, oh my goodness, that's not going to do it for the up throw. Oh, that's real close right now.
It's pretty much the last stock situation. When you burn that double jump into Mewtwo Ditto, his second jump is so high, it kind of sets you up to be punished. The forward airs are coming through. Everyone's just trying to slap each other.
They're hitting the shoulder buttons a lot.
Yeah, air dodge and slaps is the name of the game.
Don't end the match on hot potato. Please, for the love of God, don't end it that way. Here we go, 87-101. This is dangerous for both players.
Well, that was a pretty bad roll by Wadi, but he manages to get away from it scot-free. Forward air, deeper and deeper.
Just barely does the job. I was like, that'll be really close, but because Wadi took a